Rebuilding America's economy will take energy from all sources. And here's some good news. Increased production of domestic oil and natural gas will also create well-paying jobs, drive our 21st century economy, and generate more than $1 trillion for federal, state, and local budgets. Money for better schools, public safety, and community needs. Maybe that's why most people support putting more of America's oil and natural gas to work. For Americans. Log on to learn more. I'm Brooke Alexander, and welcome to part 2 of our election countdown series, available exclusively on DirecTV. Today, the experts have some advice on playing the market, no matter who wins the White House. But first, the latest from the campaign trail. FNC is the #1 name in business on cable news, and we have the shows you can't afford to miss. For more details on where the candidates stand on all the key issues, log on to foxnews.com and look for Eye on the Issues. Coming up tomorrow, we take a closer look at the man behind the president, trustee number 2. Be sure to stay with Channel 360 for the best election coverage 24/7. I'm Brooke Alexander. Radio is the oldest and most enduring form of broadcasting. Yet there is a new kid on the technology block. Digital satellite and cable radio are coming to a car, home, or office near you, changing the face of the dial and the way we hear music. AM and FM face a 21st century showdown with XM. Shortwave, medium wave, and long wave may be a thing of the past. This week's cover version, we tune into the new wave. It is believed that Hawaii's love affair with the guitar began back in the early 19th century, brought by European sailors and Mexican cowboys. The island's remote location, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, allowed it to develop its own unique musical style called kiho'alu, or slack key guitar. Musicians retuned their instruments to give rich, harmonious tones and fiercely protected the secrets behind their sounds. Well, today, this island art form is much less secretive, with recitals, workshops, and festivals spreading the slack key tradition far beyond these shores. In the swirling volcanic steam and misty rainforest of Kilauea Volcano's East Rift Zone on the island of Hawaii, two forces meet head-on. Geothermal development interests seeking to clear the rainforest for drilling operations are opposed by native Hawaiians seeking to stop the desecration of the fire goddess Pele. Pele is a living deity fundamental to Hawaiian spiritual belief. She is the eruption with its heat, lava, and steam. Her family takes the form of forest plants, animals, and other natural forces. But geothermal development interests see Pele as simply a source of electricity. Genetic engineering, or genetic modification of food, involves the laboratory process of artificially inserting genes into the DNA of food crops or animals. The result is called a genetically modified organism, or GMO. GMOs can be engineered with genes from bacteria, viruses, insects, animals, or even humans. Most Americans say they would not eat GMOs if labeled, but unlike most other industrialized countries, the U.S. does not require labeling. Madonna proved that video could be an even quicker route to stardom than the old-fashioned rock and roll ritual of touring. To do this, she made sure to never wear the same persona twice. For Madonna's first step down the yellow brick road to superstardom, she chose a thrift store look.
I respect her work, and I think she's a very smart lady.
Seymour Stein really had got himself a bargain. But Stein would have to write bigger and bigger checks as Madonna shrewdly ditched the street urchin look for something more glamorous. No one, not even the classic stars of Hollywood's golden age, were too glamorous for her to emulate. Dressed or undressed, Madonna knew the secret of making a video was to make one that would be talked about. Captain James Cook anchored his ships in Kealakekua Bay in January 1779. Relations with the Hawaiians were good overall, but when Cook limped back to Kealakekua Bay a week later with a broken mast, things went bad. Someone stole a boat's cutter, and Cook went ashore to get it back. He planned to kidnap King Kalaniʻōpuʻu and hold him for ransom until the boat was returned. Kalaniʻōpuʻu initially went along willingly, But when his wife and some chiefs caught him at the waterline, he sat down and refused to budge. News reached the shore and the crowd exploded. Cook tried to retreat. Someone went at him with a dagger, and Cook shot and killed the man. When Cook turned his back on the crowd, he was knocked into the shallow water with a club to the head. Whether he died of his wounds or drowned is unknown.